Drink up me all these yo-ho, 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 a pirate's life for me.
Make sure your treasure is buried, your parrot fed, and the rum is poured. It's time to set sail on another Patches and Rum podcast, exclusively for members of the History of Pirates channel.
Welcome back, everybody, to another pirate podcast. It's been too long. It's been like, has it been like 2 months?
I think it's been more. It's been more since I've been on here.
The last time we did one was it November?
Been a while.
Look at everybody looking so piratey. We are also live on Facebook and on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. So kind of crazy. Also, thanks to Wicked Virtue, we now have an official Vindicta emoji.
Let's go.
Right there
Excellent.
in the chat. So it looks awesome. I just was able to upload it. And X-Wing made an awesome new little promo that I'm waiting till March. I promise. It's so good.
What?
It's better I want to space things out, man. That's why I played the old one. I was like, people want to see something new. It's going to be awesome. We've got a few months. Like it's not this one. It's another one, but it's better.
Another one.
Luckily, we don't have to worry about the asteroid hitting us before we get.
All right, hold on. I gotta address this. I am dressed because today we celebrate a great day. Today we did the impossible. We were able to kind of go against a little bit of the policy over at Nine Line Apparel, and they have blessed us.
They has blessed us
With the Vindicta merch that is only available for a limited time. So I'm showing off the shirt and hat, my pirate shirt and hat. We got the Commodore below me. He's wearing the shirt as well. We got a couple of early stock ones, and that's what I'm wearing because it would be an honor. It would be an honor if you would go and pick something up before they're gone. Look at that. Fine, you win. I'll go buy something now. It is in the pinned comment. The pinned comment that our awesome mod Lulu Blue has put up there. So it would be an honor if you would go there and pick something up and support the upcoming book, Daughter's Revenge. That should be here after the summer. This is the first line of merch that's dropping for it. And believe me, you're going to love it. Now, on top of all that, if you get a hat, a hoodie, there's the zip-up hoodie right there. You could use my code. You could save a little bit of money. If you pick up something else in the store, there's some other.
You forgot the most important part.
What's that?
the beer.
There's a beer hoodie.
Yes,
You
there
can
is.
put your beer in the hoodie.
That's right. I didn't know they were going to give us this one. They surprised me because it's like
I think
a
that's
family
illegally.
over there.
That was an immediate buy.
Yeah,
Immediate buy.
it's like it's a family over there, and they were like, because they told me originally it was just going to be a hat, a zip-up hoodie, and a shirt. That's all they could push because they never really put trademark stuff that they didn't design on the shirt. I know they do a lot of meme stuff, like they'll do a Tigger or a Pooh and all that stuff. That's in open. What do you call that when it's copyright open? Whatever that is.
Public domain.
Yes,
Public domain. Yeah. Brian's asking for 5XL because he's fat. Anyway, they do stuff like that. But they trusted our fan base. They looked at our past sales, they looked at all that stuff, and they were just like, I think we're gonna take a chance on you guys. We're gonna take a chance. So
I got 3 things.
And how much did you save with the code? The Pirates
$30.
code. Look at that.
Oh, Brian.
And if you want to, like, if you're a big spender and you want to scoop up the old pirate shirt that we had here or hat, that's there as well. But I'm very proud of this, is that a portion of the money goes to help the Nine Line Foundation that helps our veterans here in the United States. It's an awesome thing. If you didn't know, the Nine Line Foundation helps veterans that just need to get back on their feet. And they've been through so much, and I love it. They even have like a whole community. You can go here and read for yourself. Whole community of like little homes that they live in. They get all the help that they need to get back in society. It's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so proud to be a part of that. And you can be a part of it too with your purchase. But if you might be like, Jay, I don't want your stupid hat, but I do want to help veterans, just go there and donate yourself. I'm okay with it. You know, I am okay with it. So it is in the pinned comment. We're going to be talking about it all day and while we're streaming. So, you know, I really appreciate it. I'm so purchasing it when I can. Thank you. Ivan says I'm getting my Vindicta drip today.
Ooh.
Look at that.
And how long do we
Pirate
have?
Swagoo.
You have 2 weeks or 1,000 sold. So if
Okay.
after this,
for across the board for every item,
He said
or
1,000
just-
souls.
yeah, I know they did 1,000 hats and 1,000 shirts. So
Okay.
I don't know about the hoodies. And maybe they're less. I don't know. So don't wait. But if we hit a certain number, they might extend it another week. That's the only thing. So
Yeah.
if they hit a certain, that's just how. Hey man, they're a big business. That's how they work.
Mhm.
They print like one-offs. You know
I don't know if you can tell us, but what do you think that number would be
what?
to go another week?
Sell out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. To
So
sell
hit
out.
1,000.
So if we do 1,000, they'll extend it. So we've got people in the chat already that said, look at that. I got the hat and the short sleeve. Look at you guys, man. Coming in hot, man. We appreciate it.
I
It's
went
like,
buck wild on that shop this morning.
I know, like I was live streaming and X-Wing's first thing, he's like, give me that code, man. I'm about to go ham. I was
I
like,
need that
all right,
It's
all
the
right,
same
all right.
code every time. How do you not know this yet?
Yeah, I needed that
Just wanted to
discount
make
code.
sure. Just wanted to make sure. About
My
time for
daughter's
another
not gonna
episode.
eat.
Ordered a couple Vindicta hats, shirts, and hoodies.
Let's go.
I got the hat and a shirt. Look at you guys, man. Ordered my shirt today, man. I appreciate it. I hope you guys love it. And look at this. Before we even, we're gonna have to cap this at 5 gifted memberships before we play the video over and over. If not, we'll be playing it all day. I'm saying Llama Pajamas.
Baba!
Becomes a member.
Yama.
My Florida man, one PP head becomes a member. Sorry. Look at Amanda trying not to laugh. Steel Egg does up his membership again. KC member message 2025, the year of the pirate Vindicta.
Right.
Ron Cook, Florida man, says it's time. Mash gifted a membership. Rachel
Let's go.
Hill gifted a membership. You guys are all incredible. Thank you for being over here.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Lulu Blue, I know she bought some stuff as well. She tweeted it out. Thank you. She's like, I'm just adding to my 9-line collection. Look at that. Incredible. And we have over 100 people here, which we haven't been live here in such a long time. Thank you. Psychotic Mongoose gave a membership. Spirian renews his membership. Jonas becomes a member. What the heck, guys?
Jonas.
King's Advisor says, wow, that guy on the bottom looks like a cool dude.
He must know what he's talking about.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
That's all I got to say.
The guy wearing an eye patch says, get your vision checked.
Jay at all. I bought a hat and a beer hoodie. Got a free shirt, but couldn't use your code. I got a free shirt, so I understood. Yeah, so that's the only thing. If you put anything free in, they don't let you use the discount code. So I guess they figure
Worked for me.
you're getting a free thing. No, it's like you better double check your order. But like, they're like, well, if you're getting a free shirt, you can't use the discount code because I guess some people were trying to cheat the system back then.
Oh, absolutely.
Brian says X-Wing looks like he's about to rob a brothel. That's Commodore to you. Jonas for 5. Why is there an Ariana Grande flag?
What?
Boney?
Oh, that doesn't she have cancer? You're a terrible.
That is not
person.
Ariana Grande. That is
That's
Vindicta. How dare you, Jonas? And you need to work on your humor. Come on.
You're fired.
I don't think she does.
Hey, would you blow me?
No, thank you.
Hi.
Works every time. That's old Renaissance boomer.
Hi, Wicked. Oh, you guys are here too. Hey.
Hi.
Christian
Hola,
Rock
¿cómo
for
está?
2. I used code and got the free shirt. I checked. Okay, well,
Maybe
maybe.
Yeah, it worked for me.
Maybe it depends on how much you buy. I should have got the free shirt. I didn't click it because I seen everyone saying you couldn't use the code.
I
and was
didn't
like,
think
I'm
about
gonna
that.
save $30 instead.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Well, I don't own the company, so I don't know. Comics Dad becomes a new member of the channel. What the heck,
Hey.
guys?
What's
Man.
up, Comics Dad?
Members.
How close am I to 100 souls?
We have 8.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Little ways to go.
I think we have 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I was off by 1. Sorry, Commodore.
You're a terrible bookkeeper.
I was off by 1. I was off by 1. We've got, I don't know how many people watching on Twitter. Thank you. We've got a couple hearts on Facebook. Thank you. Hopefully we'll be back to bigger numbers before 10 souls. Ron Cook gifted a membership. Only 90 more to go.
Welcome to the crew.
Thank you. Well, today we have a special podcast, and we're going to be talking about one of the fathers, I guess that might be the right thing to say, of the golden age of piracy. One of the fathers who started a lot of things, who had a hand in all the famous pirates that we know. He happened to know Blackbeard, Anne Bonny, Calico Jack, all those people, and he also set up a pirate government in the Bahamas. Kind of crazy that they haven't done any movies just about Benjamin Hornigold
He doesn't get enough love.
No.
for everything that he accomplished. And look at that. 11 souls. Josh becomes a member. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, Josh. But wait a minute. Llama Pajamas for 2 says X-Wing, is that a 50 cal you lifted up?
Aye.
Now you know. Benjamin Hornigold.
What a name.
I think it's
Best pirate name
Hornigold.
ever. Oh, okay, Kings.
Just saying.
We got 10 minutes in and he already did it well, actually. Okay.
I see.
Not to do another one, but I think it's impressive that it was 10 minutes.
True.
Over 100. I have 170 people watching on all accounts. Crazy.
Let's
You guys
go.
are awesome. Well,
Yay.
Benjamin Hornigold started his pirate career like most all pirates. He was working as a privateer for the English. All you English pirates out there, attacking ships during the War of the Spanish Succession from 1701 to 1714. So he was he knew what he was doing. I don't know like what his rank was or where he I don't know. Like, does anybody know?
Oh, how he left the Navy?
Well, he was part of the Navy, but did he have a high rank? He was an older fellow, and when we mean older, most people didn't live past the age of 50. So
There's some debate about his age. We think he was born in 1660 because he's got a wedding record somewhere around, I think it was 1679.
Yeah, he married.
So around 19 to get married seems to make sense.
Yeah. But most records put him at being born at about 1680 because of our favorite book, A General History of Piracy.
Yes.
Yeah, which would mean he was -1 when he got married.
But that's if that record is about him.
Right.
There's question on whether or not that is actually him that got married.
It seems to be generally accepted he was an older gentleman by the time we get record of him in Nassau and all that stuff. He was one of the older ones. And by older, we don't mean in his 60s, but you might as well have a cane and a walker if you make it to 35 at this point in time. So
it's so crazy because when, like, we always discuss this when we look at some of the older pictures of these pirates, and some of these people just make, they present Blackbeard looking like he's 70.
Yep.
He died before he was 30.
Maybe they all look like that.
It's pretty crazy. This is I guess.
Wow, Spirit.
I guess this is like the picture of Benjamin Hornigold that we have. That's from, I believe that's from A General History of Pirates. So they took some of
funny because it's very similar to the picture of Blackbeard.
Yeah,
it's almost like when they were doing the lithograph carvings they used to do. They did Benjamin, and then it was like, let's see, it looks pretty good. Let's just keep adding some stuff for. Let's drag the guns up a little bit, flare the beard out a little bit. It's very similar to the Blackbeard one.
I like the guns that he's got on are a little small.
Those were common, though. They were called cloak pistols.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I actually have one.
So he had a bunch of a little cloak pistols. They all dressed like people from England, except for Sam Bellamy. And I don't think Blackbeard did either. Maybe a little bit. They wore pantyhose.
Hosen.
Yeah, whatever that is. A lot of them wore the powdered wig. So listen, man, let's be honest. If me and X-Wing are out fishing, and all of a sudden a pirate ship comes close and a guy comes out with a powdered wig, pantyhose,
with blush on,
and a sword saying "Avast," I would laugh so hard I would die.
Yeah,
I would freaking die. So I don't know.
Funny.
Menacing, but apparently they were. So
there was always this is something that kind of recurs in with Benjamin Hornigold. There was always this battle for legitimacy. There were your pirates who really didn't care at all, and then there were the privateers that were trying to stay in with England this entire time, and there was always a battle for legitimacy. And I think they wanted to be aristocracy, but do whatever they wanted by, raiding Spanish ships and Spanish settlements and the French and whatever. So I think it wouldn't be all that uncommon. You would see a pirate that was dressed a bit fancy.
Well, especially Benjamin, because it seemed out of almost all the pirates, he was extremely hesitant on attacking English ships.
Well, him and was it Stead that also did not attack a single English ship. In fact, the only one, Steve.
Yes, Steve.
The only one that Benjamin actually attacked was, I love this story because it seems like something I would do, is he, one night they got all really drunk and threw their hats overboard. So the next day they attacked an English vessel to get more hats.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did
I never
this?
heard that one.
Benjamin Hornigold.
To get new hats.
Yeah, they got too drunk, threw their hats overboard, and so they attacked the English vessel to get. It's one of the only ones Benjamin ever actually attacked.
Well, so just like any pirate of the Caribbean during the Golden Age, what happened was the war kind of stopped.
So he was interesting though. Benjamin was, because the War of the Spanish Succession was the name of the overall conflict, but he most likely, from what we can kind of tell, he was fighting in Queen Anne's War, which was the American theater of the War of Spanish Succession. So he was most likely a privateer already in the Bahamas. That's why he knew the area so well.
The other thing too, he was also one of the first people to get all that treasure from the sunken treasure fleet. And that was his kind of start to fame. But hold on. All right. First, everyone keeps saying that. Listen, I am promoting the Vindicta
We can't really
Pirate
see the shirt.
Bear. We want you guys to buy hats and shirts to help us get this book funded and all that stuff. So please help us. This is what it looks like. It's in the pinned comment. I hate being underdressed. You know, Dre dresses like a goonie. It's cool. Wow. Seriously, Jay, the hat don't count. Bro,
You should have dressed up. It's gonna be like this all night. And you know what?
You gotta get over it, man.
if someone
Keep it up,
buys
crew.
5 hats right now and sends me a receipt, I'll go put the pirate hat on. I love
It's
that.
kind of
There.
a weak
Anyway.
proposition.
5 hats for a pirate hat.
What? Yeah. Anyway.
Moving
Anyway.
on. So yeah, that was kind of the big thing, right? So the Spanish War of Succession ends. A lot of these privateers find themselves kind of out of work, right?
Mhm.
And then there's this huge treasure that basically winds up off the coast of Florida, if I'm not mistaken, the Spanish treasure fleet that goes down, which drew all kinds of characters from all over the Caribbean, all up and down the Americas. That plundered this, and I don't remember which government was basically said don't touch it, and everyone's like, go screw yourself. So they all gathered up a whole bunch of treasure, they all got their stuff, and they're like, where do we go? And Benjamin Hornigold shows up in Nassau and says, I am your protector,
Yeah.
this is the first pirate republic, and everybody's like, we're going there.
Yeah, he was one of the unofficial rulers, right? And
Mhm.
I have mixed notes right now, but was it Henry Jennings that was like his co?
Yeah, so Jennings showed up a little later. So
Okay, so that was right.
Yeah, Hornigold goes down there, and the funny part is he doesn't have like a fleet. He doesn't really have much. He went down there and he started raiding the Spanish settlements with, what were they called? Palanguas.
The canoe things.
They were canoes.
Yeah.
So this guy was going all around the Bahamas, raiding these Spanish settlements with canoes, and they almost looked Roman. It was a single-masted ship with like 200 oars on it, and they could just whip around wherever they wanted to go. So that's how he kind of got started. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Hornigold shows up after and basically does a little flex and says, I am the true ruler of Nassau. I have the papers. I've got the pedigree. It's me that you guys should follow. And Hornigold goes, no, it's me. I'm the protector of the Bahamas. And so they were always kind of flexing nards on each other.
But didn't he steal Hornigold's ship at one point to kind of
Yes.
demand dominance, as he sails away? So,
Yeah. So he.
well, we might be gonna, just a quick question. How does first of all, the Spanish treasure fleet has crashed with like 4 other ships. A hurricane, I guess, I'm assuming. How does that news make it all the way to the Caribbean? And before we get to the answer, it says Christian Rocker for $25. You know what to do with this, Jay. X-Wing didn't know you were the limo driver and the wedding singer. Wicked.
What?
Hi.
Wicked, looking very lovely as always. Hey, Kings.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
That's why you got that auto drive thing.
Have you not seen the wedding singer?
Yeah, it's been a very long time.
Christian Rocker, thank you so much. I think I know exactly who.
Very, very long time.
Yeah. How does the message spread? You're a treasure fleet filled with tons of gold that could change a country forever, crashes. No one's heard from it, and then all of a sudden, word.
Oh, exactly.
you
Somebody
probably
shows up
have-
with way too much money, and they go, "Where'd you get that?"
Yeah, you've got those kind of things. We probably have, you've got this massive fleet that's supposed to fill up the Spanish king's coffers. They're sailing by the oldest colony in America, St. Augustine, and no one sees the fleet. So it's probably a case of, hey, they should have been here by now. Something must have happened. And then St. Augustine, sends something to Ferdinand or whoever is king at the time, and Bob's your uncle.
But it gets to Benjamin Hornigold, who sends out his fleet, and they get a lot of gold. So I don't know if they got all of it. They got enough to start a revolution. And oh my gosh, over on Facebook, Lulu Blue with the 500. I don't know what that is. With a $5 super chat over on Facebook. I believe that's what that is.
$5,000.
500 stars.
Sorry.
Thank you so much, Lulu.
Doubloons. Just call them. They're gold.
Yeah,
gold
doubloons.
doubloons.
Yeah, that's
Thank
cool.
you so much, Lulu. She's
Shout
making
out,
sure.
Lulu.
She's making sure the other live people are taken care of over there. So
Let's go.
but we see you. Oh, it's
no,
10.
she says
She goes, shut up, Jay. 10. 10. My bad.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Also, we have Jay Swabs the poop deck. Indeed, I do. And Llama Pajamas. 5 gifted memberships to the channel. That's 16.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Hey, I got one.
Vindicta.
Exactly. Thank you guys so much for your generosity. I really appreciate it. Now you guys can use the little Invicta emojis. It's freaking awesome. So the word spreads. He gets the gold. He goes back to the Bahamas, and he's like, "It's chaos here. We need to get a little law and order." Yeah, is that what happened?
To be perfectly honest, I don't think that it was all that chaotic. I think they were probably doing pretty okay. But Hornigold's like, "This is chaotic. I'm your new sheriff."
Oh, never mind. I was thinking. Keep going. I jumped ahead.
Yeah, so he established a pirate code. He didn't want anyone attacking the English. He's like, this is what we're gonna do here. And while he was trying to maintain law and order, there was one English guy that was there that nobody listened to, that they just kept around. But he was able to mentor pirates such as Edward Teach, which is Blackbeard, the Gentleman Pirate, a few others. They were all there in the Bahamas. Even some of his enemies, like the guy who we just, what is his name? The guy that we just mentioned.
Jennings.
Yeah, Jennings. Jennings was the birther of that vicious pirate. That
Vane.
was in Charles Vane. So they were all there doing their thing.
His crew was upset that he didn't like attacking British ships, so
Correct.
Which ended up being a bad thing.
yeah, it started causing problems for him.
This is another one of those ones where there's a bunch of conflicting stories about what happened. So essentially, it's known that he was a patriot. He didn't want English ships attacked, but it's also said that he would encourage other people to do it at the same time. So
It's like, I'm not going to do it, but if you don't do it, I don't care. Or if you do it, I don't care.
Yeah, if you want to do it, I don't really care. But maybe that was just a personal code that he had. He didn't want to attack English ships, and his crew wound up not being super happy with that.
Well, we sidestepped one of the really cool things he did. Basically, his very first act of piracy was a prison break. He arrived in the Bahamas and rescued this pirate. What was his name? Daniel Stilwell, from the acting governor of the Bahamas at the time. And I mean, prison breaks are always pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool story.
It is.
Yep.
Is that it? Like, cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's not.
Listen, all right, Kings, let me tell you something. When you start off saying this is a great story and it's like 2 sentences, it's not a story. You're just making a comment. What the freak, Gung Ho Mac? Jay's dressed as a porch pirate. Oh, that's why it was an awkward silence. We were kind of like,
watch your packages around that one.
One of those things where there's not a lot of details actually recorded.
So tell us, Benjamin Hornigold also started the first pirate gang called the Flying Gang.
Yeah,
X-Wing was very ready for this one. Let's let him take it.
I mean, look, here's the so the Spanish fleet goes down, a bunch of people get a bunch of treasure, they all wind up at Nassau. Basically, Benjamin Hornigold is saying, I'm the one that you guys should all follow.
People don't know this
Whoa.
Well, we already went over it.
Okay.
So everybody shows up in Nassau. Henry Jennings and Benjamin Hornigold are basically rubbing male appendages, saying, "I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you." But the Flying Gang was essentially a grouping of all of these pirates coming together and forming the first pirate republic. And this pirate republic wanted to have a code. I think this is where a lot of the romanticism about the pirate code and everything like that kind of came from. Obviously, it was a blending of religion, personal ideals, all of these different things. And the Flying Gang was founded. And this is where what they say, this is towards the end of the golden age of piracy, but I really think this is kind of like the height. This is where the stories come from. This is where the romanticism comes from. You had Benjamin Hornigold, Henry Jennings, Josiah Burgess, Teach, which is Blackbeard, Charles Vane, who is notoriously a vicious pirate, Calico Jack, Steed Bonnet, Mary Read, Anne Bonny, Black Sam Bellamy, Labuse, Olivier Leversier, Paulsgrave Williams, Edward England, just all of the big hitters that you think about when you think
kids
about
on the block.
Yeah, exactly. that were all kind of part of this crew. So that was the Flying Gang. A lot of the stuff that you see about lore when it comes to Jolly Rogers, that all came from all of this stuff. The reason why you see the flag and the hourglass and all of these different things, it was all of them basically signifying that life is short. We don't have a lot of time. And that's where those flags came from. It was signifying the fleeting aspects of being a pirate or a privateer. But having said that, after everything that they did, a lot of them still took the pardon when it came.
Yep.
A lot of them still took the pardon.
Well, there was only in that pardon, there were only 2 pirates who were actually named in it who were not allowed to take it. One, I believe, was Charles Vane, and I cannot remember who the other one was. But I know we've talked about him.
Really? I didn't know Charles Vane was on.
I think it's Charles Vane, but the other one
wasn't Teach, because we know he took it and then bailed on it.
Because I thought this could have been, I could be mixing like something that wasn't true with something that was. Because I've watched a lot of documentaries like the Lost Kingdom. I just finished that. I thought is that accurate? That's accurate, right? The Lost Kingdom, they follow.
It's my history of billed as a documentary.
Okay, because I thought, I could be wrong, but I thought on that it said that Vane, they wanted him to accept the pardon to get people to fall in line with him, but he didn't want to accept it.
I could be.
So I didn't know that he's. I'm just confused. I don't know if he was on that list.
I wasn't able to do Vane with y'all, so I might not remember correctly. But one of them, I'm going through our list right now. I mean, it could have been Henry Avery, but one of the guys that we've already done, I know it wasn't French Strike, was named in the pardon as is unable to accept a pardon.
Oh,
interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
The thing is, though, a lot of these pirates took a pardon, went pirating, then took another pardon, then went pirating.
Just kept going.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things that they did. So I don't know. The thing is, to be a part of like the Flying Gang, like did you know if any of the rules were they had to bring some of the plunder back to everybody, or was it just like a scare tactic? It's like, hey, no, I'm part of the Flying Gang, so I'm with Benjamin and Blackbeard and all those people. You know what I mean? Like how do you think that worked with them to just say they were a part of it? Does that make them like hierarchies in the government of Bahamas at the time? Or did they work together to like figure out what they're gonna like, where they're gonna go? Like, so it's like, all right, we're all gonna be pirating. So you go left, you go right, you go north, you go south. You know what I mean? So we're not like bumping into each other. Like a lot of the stuff we're just guessing here, like because it wasn't, they didn't document it that well. But what did you think?
The bit that I saw about it, because I saw X-Wing get really excited about it, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna veer into my own little lane. I'm gonna let X-Wing take the Flying Gang. But the bit that I saw about it was kind of more like a loose affiliation that didn't originally start as being like, hey, we're a club. Like it just kind of happened later that it was like, oh, hey, this could actually be like a legitimate threat. And then, of course, we know that Benjamin got kicked off his own ship. His buddy Steed and Blackbeard left. So I think was it about 1717 that the whole thing, at least from what I could tell, basically falls apart.
Yeah, I read that 1716 the men mutinied and they voted Sam Bellamy to replace him. Was that true?
Right.
Yeah, that was true, right? Yeah.
So I don't think there was. If you're asking if do you think it was a communal bucket, like communist society, and they all put their plunder in and everybody shared it? No, I don't think that was the case at all. I think they probably, if they did anything, they shared information. And then I think as a whole, they did their best to try to make Nassau a paradise for themselves. But I don't think there was like a strict, Nassau as a whole gets 5% of your take of everyone you get. And Jack, you're going this way. And Bellamy, you're going this way. And then we'll meet up in 15 minutes. Like you said, I think it was more of a loose affiliation. They call it a gang, but I think it was more just everybody called it home port. And I don't think they flew under the flag of the flying gang. They were just grouped that way.
It would be cool if they did.
That's kind of how I saw, or at least how I interpreted like I said, the little bit that I read about it.
One of the books that they basically were saying that Benjamin was able to give out a portion of water where they were allowed to pirate on the trade route. That's why, and if you broke that, then you were against the pirate code, right?
That is a
but at the end of the day, they're all pirates. So like, what are they, it's like, they're all criminals at the end of the day. So it's like, and this was one of the maps. And of course like I said, we're dealing with information that it is what it is, but like, so it shows you like where each person's sort of trade route is. But we know Edward Teach, this is Blackbeard. He went all the way up to the Carolinas.
I was going to say, is that supposed to be Florida and the Florida Keys on the top left? Yeah. And then that's like the Bahamas.
Yeah, that's the Keys.
Caribbean on the bottom.
This is Bahamas here. Yeah. And then, Jamaica's down. This is Cuba right there. So
I mean, the map does say 06 to 18. So it could have been a thing where, at the height of Hornigold's power, that because from what I was able to read, it was pretty much that Hornigold was the guy in charge of the Bahamas. It wasn't because I didn't see this like back and forth between who was the other guy, X-Wing?
Jennings.
Yeah, Henry Jennings. I keep forgetting about
that.
Yeah.
But I think it's the kind of case where it was kind of, you should probably stay in this area. Like, I think it would be best if we all just kind of stayed in our areas. And then if, Charles Vane ended up in Jack Rackham's area, it wasn't really that big a deal. But I mean, if you're, let's say you're Henry Jennings and you get, 3 merchant ships off the coast of Florida, you're not going to go sail over to Cuba. You've done really well there. You're going to stay there.
Well, the other thing is when you plunder and you need people to buy your goods because they weren't pirating for necessarily gold and jewels. A lot of the goods was like sugar,
rum,
spice, everything nice, like rare fruits, animals, stuff like that. It could be anything, even, slaves. Slaves was also.
Well, and that might be why the Carolinas were so good to these pirates, because a lot of what I've seen over the last year of doing this is there isn't a lot of pirating happening off the coast of South Carolina. They eventually get there, sell goods, Charleston, all that kind of stuff, but it's not the ship that was 7 miles away from Charleston gets captured by Edward Teach.
No, they were selling a lot of their stuff up there. Yeah.
So I think that might be a case where it's like, we know if we leave these guys up here alone, then we always have a place to go to sell everything.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like, you have to understand that a lot of these colonies were abandoned by England. And they're like, "Hey, man, we need food. We need stuff."
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
a war
like,
hero,
well,
dude.
it's going to take forever. And if we buy it through the normal trades, it's going to cost us $50 a barrel. But pirates come along and go, "I'll give it to you for 10. No tax either."
Especially because at this time they've just wrapped up the second of the 3 French and Indian Wars, where Britain had cut off trade to France because of that. So they were trying to starve France of trade, which didn't work. But they harmed their own colonies because the colonies couldn't say, "Hey, France, if you get it to us quicker, we'll buy it for a premium or something like that."
Let me pause real quick. We got to catch up on some supers, and let's give a huge shout out to the worst Avatar YouTube profile ever. My man Brandon, who found a hat that doesn't fit on his head.
Couldn't even
From
get
the
it centered.
Rippaverse, they launched ISOM 3 today, and
Killing
holy
it.
crap. Yeah. And I can't believe he's stopping by our little pirate channel. Brandon, the celebrity. Always good to see you. He's laughing.
Good to see you, man.
We love that guy. We love that guy. We got let's see. X-Wing is at a 50 calula. We got that one. We got a stream glad I didn't kill the channel by joining. Izzo's Place.
What's up, Izzos? Welcome to the crew.
Thank you for not doing that.
Your continued service.
Spirian gave a $2 super sticker. Thank you. Clyde not only gives 5, he also re-up his membership, so you get the pump.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
So that gives us a total of 1, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Sorry, the way shit counts is
15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
Okay.
20,
Would you like me to keep track?
21, 22.
He was the only one on Tortuga that could read.
22.
Ah!
22
There.
souls for our
22.
Commodore.
King
You
just
don't have to
keep
count
track.
it
Good.
Corn Boy with a $2 super sticker with a red thumbs up. Thank you,
What's
good
up,
sir.
corn boy?
And Jake has a question. He says, hold on. All right, now hold on. Before we get to the question. All right, we got 5 from Llama. 6.
Yeah, I've got it. I got it, bud.
He's on it. He's a bookkeeper.
Thank you.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Total of
I don't know if you do it on purpose, but every time you go to thank, you play it and it cuts off the thing.
no, I don't. I try to say thank you at least, but
Yeah.
what's our total? Kings?
Sorry, 28.
28.
28 souls.
We need about 72 for clean 100. Jake's
Welcome to the crew.
Jake. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Another 5 from C&D Designs. That gives us 33
I get my sword.
and a video. Thank you.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Crap.
X-Wing keeps showing off his sword, so I want to show off mine.
Let's see your sword.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, basket handle.
Please don't hurt yourself.
Oh man,
I
look at
won't.
that basket handle.
I'm a
Oh,
professional.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's Jack Sparrow's sword.
That's pretty cool.
Look at this.
Careful now. Careful now.
I'm careful. I'm careful.
Careful.
Which crew would you want to be a part of?
Oh, that's easy for me.
Say it on 3. 1, 2,
I don't
3.
have an answer.
And
for that.
Bellamy.
Bellamy.
Yeah. What did you say, Kings?
Stay by.
Oh, well, bye. We'll see you later.
You would want to be a Steed Bonnet.
You'd be the gentleman pilot.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what Kings would do?
Doubloons do you have?
Kings.
Oh,
this-
let's hear this. Let's hear this.
This is what Kings would do. He would talk to good old Steed and say, "So, where is your wife and $1 million plantation that you'll
You know
never go
what?
back
100%.
to? Maybe she's looking for a young, strapping, handsome man to take over that $1 million plantation that you
I'll
left.
keep her busy.
Mhm. You go, pirate.
I'll
and
send her
I'll
a
go
message,
home.
sir. Send me. I'll be the one."
Mhm. Hey,
Yeah,
tell
Sam
me that would
Bellamy
be an easy
used to
life.
be the like a lot of fun.
Mhm.
One PP head has also gifted 5. That gives us
38.
38.
A little late on that.
Yeah, sorry.
But we're not late on the video.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Thank you for the
So
donations. Real quick, Mountain Mud for 5. It looked further, Jay. There is indeed a Grace O'Malley movie in the works. Unsurprisingly, it's being written for a modern audience.
No,
How am I not surprised?
That
I haven't
was
heard
our
anything
idea.
about
Did
it.
we talk about, no, I think we talked about that a couple months ago.
Let's make our own. I have a red wig. Let's do it. I'm sure she
Rachel,
had red hair.
One, which gives us a total of
39.
Rachel.
almost 40. Look at
What's
that.
up, Rachel? Welcome.
Also,
to the
if
crew.
you're just joining us, because we're close to 200 members, we are selling a limited edition that won't be around forever. This is the only time you're going to get this from 9 Line. So it's an exclusive, a Vindicta hat. That's what I'm wearing. That's why I'm not dressed up. Shirt. We do have a zip-up hoodie here. There's the ladies' tee. There's a hoodie that you could put your beer in. What says pirate more than a hoodie that you could put your beer in?
Or a
Big
small
fan of
bottle
that.
of rum.
That's true. We've got the long sleeve tee, we've got the regular hoodie, and the regular men's shirt. They're only going to be around for 2 weeks, or unless we sell out. Make sure you pick them up ASAP, because the next batch of Vindicta clothes won't be from 9 Line when we sell it with the books. So also, if you pick up a hat, shirt, hoodie, wherever, and you scroll to and you pick up a couple more, make sure you use my code Drunk3PO20. It will save you some shipping money for sure. And just know that some of the money raised goes to help veterans here in America. So feel good about your purchase. They took a chance on us here. I told them I got a very generous group that loves to support and buy stuff. This is for the upcoming Daughter's Revenge novel that should be out later this year. So please do yourself a favor
I don't know if I like that should.
and pick up a shirt. And with that being said, Ron Cook gave us an easy 40.
40. Correct.
Let's go. So
Someone-
close to my
Jake and
50
Matt.
souls.
Somebody drop a 50 and a 10, and we got 100. Look at that. I got a shirt.
Let's go, Hidden Bee. Welcome
It's in
to
the
the
pinned
crew.
comment. It's in the pinned comment if you want to get. And mods are still dropping it. So awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look at all the
Remember where we
Vindicta
were.
emojis that are being waved around. That's pretty cool. What does it say? Would you like to explain, Commodore?
Mihi Vindicta ego retribam. Latin. Vengeance is mine. I will repay it. This has something to do. It's a key portion of our story, which you're gonna have to learn about a little bit later. But essentially, it is vengeance in Latin. And pay attention, because that's going to be important later.
Interesting avatar you got there, Big Mike. I put it right on King's Advisor's face.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Big old balls.
You
Big
know
old
what?
balls.
I'm not going to tell you how many we're at.
41.
My favorite government employee. Big old balls. Welcome.
I bought a hat and a shirt and a hoodie. Man, you
Let's
guys are
go.
amazing. Cornboy says I got a hat. There's part of our tattoo crew right there. There's people that actually got this tattooed on their skin. And if we get to 500 new members tonight, Wicked will show where she tattooed it on her foot. I don't know.
Let's say it's a
the poop
secret.
Way to grift your friends, Jay. Way to grift your friends. Anyway, back to the story at hand.
Yeah, we were talking about something, weren't we?
Benjamin Hornigold.
Yeah, that's right.
We're children.
Where were we? Right after
Well,
they
we were
mutinied?
just talking about the flying gang and how Benjamin thought he got some control here. And then the worst thing, or the smartest thing that England figured that they would do, since piracy had gotten out of hand in the Golden Age, was they came to a decision where they were like, what if we just give all these pirate pardons? And there
Well,
was a
before
big,
we
there was
get
a
there-
big there was a big fight for that. Okay, before we get there.
So what? So Hornigold, because he wouldn't attack British ships, there were a lot, mostly because the Caribbean was British at the time. There was a lot of pirates, including his crew, that hated it, and so they mutinied and kicked him and his supporters off the ship. And so he makes it back to Nassau, picks up another ship. And what he does, and I think this is my favorite story, is he gets this 44 gun frigate and sticks it. He what's the word for? He runs it aground basically, and puts all the guns on one side, facing the port, facing out of the port, so to act as a battery. And so just imagine that you've got.
He played Sea of Thieves for sure.
Yeah. You got the side of a ship, and there's 44 guns. I mean, the battery at Charleston has like 20.
Yeah.
So if you've got 44 guns all aimed out at the port, you've basically made sure that nothing you don't want in the port is coming in there.
Yeah. Because regardless of what you do, if you're trying to turn into the port, your ship's going to be at a disadvantage. You're pointing directly at the battery. You're screwed.
Absolutely.
They
Unless
did
you
a
had
lot of
mortars, maybe.
wild stuff, pirates to, they set ships on fire and sail them out to sea, just
Through
to like
blockades.
scare
See that?
tactics, like
Well, that was the thing the Spanish invented. Called
What's
fire
that?
ships.
Afuera.
It's just
I'll be right
like
back.
some of the cool stories that come out, and like because they didn't know what to do, how they would just maroon their ships or do just so they wouldn't get caught. And we're talking about people that lived a life close to 40 years old. Most of them didn't live to see 35. They died way before they were even 30 years old. So it was like they joined what age would they be a part of the British of the Navy there? What age back in those days?
Like 16, maybe even
16,
younger. Yeah.
I mean, if you were starting as an officer, midshipmen are 12 or 13 years old.
Yeah,
You've
that's what I'm
got
saying.
Powder monkeys that are 7 years old.
And what is a powder monkey? So people don't think you're being weird.
Yeah, powder monkeys are young kids that live on the ship that bring the powder from down in the magazine room up to the cannons.
Yeah.
Is that
If you go and watch Master Commander,
Yeah.
you'll see young children running around basically yelling, "Powder coming through! Powder coming through!"
Yeah.
As they run up to bring the powder.
Well, the other thing too, it's like even on that Master and Commander, they had children that were in command of men.
Yep.
Yeah,
the kid that loses his arm, he was probably 13 years old.
Yeah.
Such a
And he
good
was
movie.
where would he rank in that? 5th?
So
if all the
on that
officers
ship,
died,
he
he would be in
was-
charge of getting everybody home.
on that
13
ship,
years
he
old, man.
was, 7th. There
that's what I'm
was a
saying.
moment, if you go back and watch, there's a moment where he is actually the captain of the ship when they go and when they're getting ready to attack the French vessel. Russell Crowe tells him that your job is to take command of the ship when we all board. And you can tell that he immediately goes, "Oh, okay." Like it's the highest honor he can have. Sorry, I love that movie.
It is a great film that didn't get a lot of love. We did talk about it here. We have a live stream. If you're a member here, you can go watch it. It's fantastic. But like you said, like 13, 14 years old, living on a ship, they actually and a lot of them just stayed on there for years on end. We talk about Sam Bellamy, and he has the youngest pirate ever recorded in John King, which some people even say he was around between 9 and 11 years old. When Sam Bellamy took over a ship, he didn't really kill people. He just wanted money because he was trying to get his stuff to go back to his lovely bride, to have. And this kid was like, "I want to join a pirate crew. I want to join the pirate crew." And he's like, "Cool, we'll take you."
Well, it's it's romanticized. Even then, a really good example.
Oh, he coughed himself off stream.
I took him off because it looked like X-Wing was about to die. I was like, let me take him off. Let me take him off screen there because he was like,
Good.
It's the mercury. It does wonders.
He got away from a good example of. I mean, obviously, it's a modern example. Is the beginning of Pirates of the Caribbean where young Elizabeth is singing the pirate song. they were romanticized heroes because they were fighting against the system and winning.
Well, see, that's the thing too. It's like even at that time during the golden age, definitely there were stories that were leaking out to a lot of the people where pirates were beginning to be romanticized, and young men and women, because Anne Bonny was probably 16, 17 when she got involved and all that stuff. And they, they wanted to be involved in piracy because of the romance. Like people were like, you good?
Just fine.
Right.
How many souls? I'm falling apart. How many souls?
41.
I need souls.
But what I'm saying is like they were so young, and I could only imagine like stories that were going around where people idolized pirates because it's like you got freedom, you got money, you can do whatever you want. And the word just began to spread. Oh, it's adventurous. You're on the high seas. No one's telling you what to do and all that stuff. And it's like, it really wasn't quite like that. But
the first edition of A General History of, the full name, A General History of the Robberies and Murders of the Most Notorious Pirates, came out in 1724. So, I mean, this is at most 3 or 4 years after the end of the Golden Age. Basically, where you end the Golden Age.
You sent me a few emails. I'm not sure. Resend it and just say this is the one I'm talking about, and I'll see it right after. So thank you, Andy. Andy's always a good soul.
You muted yourself, bud.
Yeah. I hit the wrong button. But so now getting back to Benjamin. He is getting a little bit older now than most. And when we mean older, we're talking like 35.
Well, depending on which date you use, he's either 35 at best, or he could have gotten up to about 52 at when he took the king's pardon.
52,
which is like,
man.
Which is like 80 these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he was 19 when he got married, if you want to track by that, so he was 19 when he got married. He got married in 1979. Yeah. So there's 40, and then you got another 14 on top. He's 44 basically at the end of the war, 43 at the end of the war. And then he's got what, five years running around in the Bahamas essentially before it's over.
48, 50, right around there. Yeah.
And so that's probably why he was in charge, because he was a wise old soul.
It's also probably had a little took the pardon.
Yeah, and he probably had a lot of influence. He probably knew more people than others because he was older, and he knew a lot of the routes better. I'm sure that's why like he was the perfect guy to kind of run Nassau at the time. But yeah, the craziest thing that England ever did to stop piracy was say, let's give them all a pardon and they could keep what they killed, right? Basically.
Can you imagine doing that today?
It's just crazy. Yeah,
Robin Banks. Let's just imagine pardoning the Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, essentially.
Anything, it's just like.
But there would have been 1,000 Bonnie and Clydes running all around the America at that point, and you would have said, "What do we do? Like, just stop."
But think about this: not only did they rob, a lot of them murdered women, children, set people on fire.
Cut their lips off and fed them to them.
Did numerous torturous things
them, right?
People. I mean, it isn't like they just took money from a ship and sent them on their way.
Yeah.
They blasted people in the government. They like Blackbeard took over a freaking town. Like stuff like that. And it's like this guy approaches the king, like, give him all the pardons. And I'm sure there was pushback. I'm sure there were people like, no, man, kill these people. They're criminals. They're killing our people.
What's the alternative? You essentially start an endless war against your own people, because these were essentially all English sailors.
Yeah.
That fought for you during the War of the Succession, and then beyond that, fought for you after the war, being privateers. And then when it all ended, and things went belly up, that's when things went bad. And so you can start a war fighting these people, and what's going to happen? They're going to grow in numbers as a rebellion against you and the crown, and now they're going to start raiding your ships. Or you just go, you know what? Let's just call it. Let's just end
I
this.
think there was, I think there was massive pushback, you know, like for that to happen. And then, yeah, I think they were just like, fine, we have no money, we don't have the ships, and we're losing our colonies if we keep this up. They've got the knowledge, they've got the ships, they've got the money. What do you guys want to do? Figure it out. You know? And then it was all right, let's just give them a pardon and see what happens.
I
They
wonder
gave
if
him
they
a-
thought that if they did the pardon, they'd be like, okay, they're gonna be good now. They're clear. They're just gonna be good citizens.
You know, a
No.
lot of them did. They said there was like 600 pirates that took that pardon.
Wow, I didn't know it was that large. It's crazy.
So yeah, and 209 of them. Oh, I'm a little fuzzy. 209 of them surrendered to Pierce and I don't know what's not working. And Rogers. What was the name of the governor of the Bahamas that Hornigold fought for?
Those Woods. Woods
It
Rogers.
was Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surrendered to Pierce and Rogers in Nassau alone.
Which is crazy because I think they estimated there were 1,000. There were over 1,000 pirates on Nassau during its height.
Yeah.
So if most of them weren't dead, I guess they just kind of they weren't notorious enough. They just kind of
So you got to understand, like, not only did the head pirate take them, but you're talking about someone that just probably shot a cannon. They're like, oh, you were on the ship of so-and-so. Yeah, I took the pardon. I'm going home. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Had a couple drinks, you know, in the Bahamas. I was sitting on the beach. I need to go home. Here's my pardon. I'm done. And they couldn't, you know, anything. So, yeah, Benjamin was like, this is the only chance I got to get out with what I've done scot-free.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't believe that this is what was happening, that they actually offered a pardon. It was too good to be true for many. While other people were still like, you know, Charles Vane and Blackbeard, like, we're going to fight the power. The time of the golden age of piracy, which was about 2 years, maybe 2.5, really wasn't that long. They were just like, man, we can get away with everything we kept and everything we did. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this. What's the alternative? Being caught and hung in the public square?
Yeah, stuck in a cage to rot on a, you know, like on the front of Port Royal would have been gone at that point. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of insane. And yeah, they say the golden age of piracy, it varies. Some people say it's like 1660 to 1730. Some people say it's 1680 to like 1750. Legitimately, it really is just kind of that first section, the beginning of the 18th century for me, where you have the Pirates Republic, you have the Flying Gang, you have all these guys cruising around. That really is kind of the epitome of the golden age.
Well, a lot of
piracy
people
for me.
ended that golden age when Blackbeard died, even though Charles Vane and
the pardon.
Calico Jack kept doing it for a couple more years after that. Calico Jack, man, his pirate, he just attacked like fishermen and took like their bait. That's like literally like, you got a couple sandwiches on board, we'll take that too, Sonny. Literally all he did.
Give me your worms.
I'm looking something up here, and I found this very interesting. So George I sent Captain Pierce on the HMS Phoenix to the West Indies, to the Bahamas, to enforce the pardon. And the HMS Phoenix was a 20-gun 7th-rate ship of the line. So something that tells me is, something that tells me is this is either A, how little George I or the Admiralty thought the pirates actually were good at their job, or how little actual combat, the at least ship-to-ship combat, the pirates actually had, that a 20-gun HMS or 20-gun 7th-rate ship of the line actually was able to enforce a pardon like this.
Well, remember, I mean, I think the biggest ship that anybody had of any of these pirates was either Queen Anne's or Bellamy's.
Exactly, yeah.
I take that back. I think the Rose Pink, Ned Lowe's Rose Pink, was also a man of war. That was a narrow stern French man of war. But I mean, really, that's only 3 ships out of all these guys. Everybody else was in sloops.
Well, and the
12-gun, 6-gun sloops.
Yeah, the one that Hornigold ran aground. 44 guns. I mean, that one, a 44 gun, 22 on each,
frigate,
or 20
frigate's
on each
Thing is,
side.
like the
Holy
a warship.
the sloops were quicker though. Like they needed the speed to catch these
Yeah,
ships.
so
and then
Well,
the majority of
they
the
weren't
time
fighting the military. They were
Well, I'm
after
saying-
cargo ships.
yeah. So I'm saying the majority of the time they just surrendered. It's like
Yeah.
I see the black flag. We're done. Take whatever you want. Don't harm us. We're all good. You know, let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
well,
So that's,
these merchants likely had some sort of insurance policies in place for pirates.
100%.
Yeah, especially
You gotta,
probably
if you're on a cargo ship by yourself, maybe there's a cannon or two or something maybe on it, and even that, you see a black flag, even if it's a 6-gun sloop, a 12-gun sloop, and you see that flag come up.
A great
Yeah.
example of this. I don't know if either of y'all have watched it yet, but you need to. I know people in the chat have watched it. The Horatio Hornblower series. So the people in the chat know what I'm talking about. But there's an episode where this captain is taking control of what is basically a supply ship. It's got a bunch of cargo space, like 2 stern chasers, and he basically says, "I'm going to take on this 40-gun Spanish ship," and just gets blown completely out of the water.
Of course.
Yeah.
They weren't war-fighting ships.
Yeah, exactly. So that's think back to the beginning of what's the space treasure on Treasure Planet. You're talking about Flint's. Flint comes in that tiny little thing, but he's got cannon, and the giant merchant ship doesn't.
Yeah. It's just more fun to think about
There
like
you go,
the
Hornblower.
HMS Victory going up against, another commandeered man of war and these huge battles and stuff like that.
It'd be so cool to be able to see, like, I don't know, like a book where that happens in it.
That'd be
You
cool.
think we'll ever see that?
I don't know, maybe.
yes, we will see it. And this is the book.
Stormy pilfery filches and drink of the oddies yo ho. Marauded embezzle and even hijack. Drink of the oddies yo ho. Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Now, Hornigold takes the pardon from the king, and he's officially retired, allegedly. But then England comes to him and says, "Look, we need your help. We'll pay you a little something. We still got a few pirates, running around out there. Could you give us a little help here? Maybe tell us where they're going. Maybe just give us a clue." And then I don't know what they offered. Maybe they were just like, "We'll give you some land over here. You could disappear. No one will ever bother you."
It was money.
Something like that. And he decided to turn on his flying gang and join the government and hunt down pirates.
And he was apparently very good at it. He caught quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Pirate
saying. Him
hunter.
being the leader, he probably knew exactly where they were going to be at all times. And that's why I was like, when the flying gang was out there, he probably was like, this person's going to be here, and that person's going to be here, and that person's going to be here, and I'll know exactly where they are.
He was a
And then
bounty hunter.
You see Benjamin Hornigold sailing up to you. "Oh, that's our leader. What's up?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "You coming with
So they
me?"
offered him, I think, 100 pounds sterling, which was whatever it is, something like 15K nowadays per captain, and then I think 40 pounds sterling for like lieutenants. They didn't care about the crew because the crew was just whoever they could find drunk in port. But
And two of the most famous pirates that he captured was Nicholas Woodall, who was an associate of Charles
Yeah.
Vane and John Auger. Did I say that right?
I think so. That's
And
how
Vane,
I pronounce
but
it.
Vane, I think, was his main target. Something that I seen, but
Well, I
Vane-
think
he never
Vane
caught him.
kind of called him out. Vane
Yeah.
was like, all of these people, they don't stand for this anymore. They're liars, they're cheats. And so I think, Benjamin wanted to, punish him for that.
Well, here's the thing. What makes it unique is Vane went to find Blackbeard and was like, "Look, you want to join me? We're going to go down and retake the Bahamas again. You know, they had this big pirate party in the Carolinas. And Charles Vane's like, let's go kill Hornigold. He's arresting our people. We could take over and start over. Blackbeard knew it was like, our time has come to an end. You know, the world's getting smaller, and
the world's getting smaller. I love that line.
I'm just gonna hang out. And so he kind of like, sure, Vane, like you all do your thing. Charles Vane goes out, Blackbeard stays, Blackbeard gets killed, and then Charles Vane has a mutiny by Calico Jack of all people. Charles Vane gets set on an island, gets rescued. They recognize him, they arrest him. He gets hung. This is the short. This is the quick.
We did do a stream on Charles Vane. You muted yourself, Jay.
Charles Vane, of course, he dies, and then Calico Jack gets arrested not that long ago with Anne Bonny and Mary Read, and that was pretty much the end of the golden age of piracy.
Yep.
And he had a very successful capture rate, though. So he was given. Yeah, my understanding, he was given basically like a list of, I think it was like 15 or 20 pirates, and he caught about 15 of them, and about 7 of them all in 1 month.
Whoa!
Yeah, like he was very good at it.
That's a busy month. Yeah,
especially as an older guy, probably with an experienced crew, he knew exactly what to do.
Yeah,
and it's kind of crazy. Like he was always loyal to the crown. You know. It's like at the end of the day, it's like all that military did teach him to stay loyal to the crown.
Yep.
Now there's conflicting reports that in 1719, his ship wrecked near Mexico, and that led to his death. Other reports is that he just simply caught some pirates, turned them in, and off he went to Central America, never to be heard of again. So he was older. He's probably in his 50s at this time, lived longer than he probably expected. What do you guys think? And then Wicked's going to tell us about all the entertainment he was in.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So when that supposed thing went down, he was commissioned by Woodes Rogers, believe it or not, after everything, to facilitate trade with the Spanish.
Yeah.
After everything that happened. And so I have to imagine maybe some of his crew were just like, what have you become?
Oh, yeah.
Strapped a cannonball to his feet and threw him off the side of the boat. Took the gold and dipped. And they're like, no, it was a hurricane. You know what I mean?
I like the ending that they talk about in general history. Yeah. Because he started with using canoes, and at the end of all, his crew, those 5 members of his crew survived on a canoe. There's just like a beautiful little bookend there.
Where'd they get the canoe?
My guess is probably used as a lifeboat.
So do you think he just vanished poor and broke?
I don't know. I mean, he could have had money hidden away. I read a couple different things. One said that he was like really far from being the most successful. That he didn't really make a lot during his pirating days, but during his hunting days, it seems like he made quite a bit. I don't know.
Let's see. So you said 7 in a month?
Yeah, in December of 18, I think.
15K each.
He would have made 140 grand in a month, essentially.
Yeah, which, back then.
He could have lived out the rest of his 10 years just fine.
Yeah.
10 years, yeah. I mean, I think if he survived the hurricane, assuming the hurricane's real and all that, I think it's very possible that he was a well-seasoned boatman. He probably managed to if low pirates or sailors survived the hurricane, it's hard to imagine that the guy that's been doing it for 20 years, 30 or 20 years, didn't survive. I like the idea that he went off. Maybe he met up with Sam where he hid after the hurricane as well.
That would be pretty cool.
Good.
I think
I
Sam would have
right
rescued
one.
his. I think Sam would have rescued his girl though.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's how I envision if he survived it and he walked off of that beach, he went straight to Boston and settled down.
But I think like it wouldn't surprise me because if Benjamin Hornigold went back to England and changed his name and changed everything. So because listen, they're already writing books about him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're already writing like stories about this guy, but he did have love for the crown. So what would keep him like, I made all this money, I helped you guys. Can you help me out with a little house on the prairie, somewhere in England?
Yeah.
Sure, we got you. Like you did well. You did well. Now go
The
home
work
and
is
rest.
done.
And he just kind of sailed back and disappeared, and then tell his crew members, hey, where's Benjamin Hornigold? Oh, he died in a hurricane, dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Forget
that
you
happened
saw
a
me.
lot.
Yeah.
When people wanted to disappear, they just told stories like, yeah, he's dead. So we know he
Would it be
died
great
in
if we could do that
Mexico.
today?
So
Well, I mean,
like,
it's you have access to the internet. It's incredibly hard to be well known around the world right now. Imagine, it's the 18th century and all these people know who you are. Like, dude, disappearing would be top priority, 100%. You wouldn't say, "Hey, I'm Benjamin Hornigold." Like,
yeah,
"Hey,
because
Benjamin Hornigold."
well, the thing is, it's like no matter where he
Hornigold.
settled, and he kept saying he's Benjamin Hornigold, somebody would try to kill him, thinking he's got pirate treasure somewhere in his house.
Hold him ransom,
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
You know, so it's
Especially because
definitely
those stories would have started circulating because of Avery.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Henry.
What's up, Demongenite? Thanks for stopping by, man. It's always good to see you, brother. Again, it's kind of crazy that I was looking at the private chat.
Sorry.
I know. I looked at it too. I'm like, huh.
Sorry.
Kind of
I
want
didn't
that.
know that.
It's cool.
That in entertainment, he didn't really have his own film. Wicked shared this in the private chat that they actually have a. Where is this from?
McFarlane Toys.
It's from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
That's him in
Oh,
Assassin's
yeah.
Creed Black Flag.
Black Flag.
Looks good. McFarlane has
That's pretty.
the figures are good.
That's
They're
one of the
well
best
made.
adaptations of Benjamin Hornigold I've ever seen. The other one's got him like old guy, like Gandalf.
Yeah. That's Black Sails that makes him old, right?
Yeah.
A
Black
couple
Sails has him
you'll
pretty
see in a
old.
minute. A couple of them did that.
Yeah.
But Wicked, where did he rank in entertainment?
Okay.
Doug? I see nothing in the DMs. I don't know what you're telling me. I don't see anything, brother. I really don't see anything, bro.
Email.
I'm
Let's see the
missing
email.
something, man. I'm in the DMs now. I see nothing.
Tell me when you're ready.
Go for it.
Okay.
You need a crew count though.
42.
Damn, I need my 50 souls.
I need like 50 more souls.
Big
Game Theory's
42
here.
because Jake Stanley just became a member.
Hey, Jake.
Let's go.
There he is. Thank you so much. And
Good to
one
see you, Jake.
peepee head said, read the book 2 years before the mast. Huh. That sounds good. Sarah
the
says,
list.
good evening. Thank you so much. And Mountain Mud for $2 says, by the way, still swabbing. Good.
It's almost
Get to
clean.
work.
It's almost clean.
Why are you typing? Get to work.
Exactly.
Okay. So we'll start with this was before. Okay, this is one of the first ones. He was in the miniseries from 2006, Blackbeard, portrayed by Stacy Keach. If you want to share, it doesn't really matter if you want to see it. There's not that many like pictures. If you want me just to talk about it, I can do that. Never mind.
Go for it. Ron Cook
Okay.
gifted a membership. Thank you. 43 souls.
It's
Here.
not a blunderbuss.
The stream is freaking awesome. Most people say that when they're new here, that we do something a little different than normal.
Everyone loves it. You have to
Almost
be new.
200 people watching. Unbelievable. Let me know if you want me to share. I'll hit the
Go
share
ahead. Yeah.
Pinky's Brain, go back and watch my blunderbuss short on the History of Pirates channel right here. It's not a
So this-
blunderbuss.
I've never seen this. Have you guys seen this? The miniseries
No.
Blackbeard? Okay, it's from
No.
2006.
Jessica
No.
Chastain.
And this was I mean
Angus McFadden.
Yeah, and this is Stacy Keach. He's the one who
You got a
portrayed
little excited
Benjamin.
for that, brother.
Benjamin.
Angus McFadden.
He played Robert DeBruce in
Well, I remember.
Braveheart.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's that one. Hold on. Let's move on. There's a couple. Black Sails. Hornigold was a supporting character in that, and he's portrayed by Patrick Lister. Another here. We'll share. I'll just share every time I got a new one to show. And this was, yeah, they made him look old.
That was in Black Sails. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he died in Black spoil. I mean, that's been around for 2014. So
Sorry, X-Wing and Kings. You guys got to catch up.
He dies in Black Sails. Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they made him like on a walking with a cane. It was like, I don't know if that's
super old.
That's the guy, but yeah.
Yep. And then he was also The Lost Pirate Kingdom, which was the most recent one, 2021.
That I think that was a great portrayal.
I agree.
Yeah, here
that was just the right age. I feel like.
Have you seen that, Kings?
I'm not. Is this the thing that's on Netflix?
Yes.
I don't think it's on there anymore, is it?
No, it's on there.
It's on there. I just finished it. Here.
Oh, good.
This is him. Yeah, right here.
That's a great series that really goes over this entire time period and Nassau and the formation of the Republic and everything.
Yeah, I like the way they told the stories. It keeps you interested, and they go, pretty fast.
They actually have actual historians.
Yeah,
with a little bit of drama.
Is it one of those like?
It's a
dramatized.
Docudrama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just FYI, Benjamin Hornigold has sex with Anne Bonny, and you see her boobies. So if you don't want to see nudity, and you see Blackbeard's pee-pee. As he injects it with mercury. I just have to tell you, because I don't want to recommend something and people are like, you didn't tell us that scene was coming?
I wasn't ready for it.
It wasn't very long. It's really quick, but it's in there. That's all I'm saying. It's in there.
Oh, wasn't very long?
I mean, the scene wasn't very long.
Kings.
Wow, Kings is disappointed that he wasn't very long. Listen to this guy.
All right, moving on. He was
Go watch House of the Dragon again.
He
Big
was
Mike's
also...
like, which episode?
He was also in Our Flag Means Death, which I didn't watch, and I'm not going to. It was
that was such a bummer.
He was in here. If we want to, oh my gosh! Sorry, I didn't look at this picture yet. This is the oldest one yet. Hold on, I pulled it up and didn't really look. He looks like ancient here. This is Benjamin Hornigold in that one.
Yeah, it's like freaking Gandalf.
Yeah, he's like a
he just looks like.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we're moving on.
Don't
that show
watch that show was
lame.
Awful.
Don't even have to watch it to know it was lame. And then this one, did you guys watch this one, True Caribbean Pirates? It was a 2016 TV movie.
No.
And it was portrayed by Andrew Graves. They have one pic here. I'll pull it up. One of the pictures is from Black Sails, but I think this one right here is one from there. So I don't know which one's Hornigold, but they're all kind of young. So maybe this is a little more accurate. It's a TV movie in 2006. True Caribbean Pirates. I'm adding it to the list. See if it's any good.
That one's tough. They don't look. They all look so clean and like.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I'll check it out and let you guys know if I can find it. I don't know where it is. And then one more. Assassin's Creed, which we just showed the figure for that. I have to finish that. I'll finish that soon. I love that game.
I'm telling you, the ending scene for that game like solidified my love for everything Pirates Forever. I don't know why.
Right here. There he is.
To me a
I
parting
definitely
glass.
do a rewatch. I mean, a replay, definitely. Yeah, that's a great.
We love the big naval coats, right? Clearly.
Yeah.
Like the big naval duster coats. We love it. The big hats with the feathers and everything. That's just what we've come to love.
The thing is, man, like living in Florida in the summer, it's nasty, man. I can't imagine them wearing that in the Caribbean.
No.
In like July and August, dude. Like I just can't be comfortable.
That's where you see like the linen pants and the open shirt with like the sash across it. You're like, that makes sense. But the other thing you got to realize is they had to pack that stuff along with them because they go up the north coast of the east coast up to the north of the United States, and they're in Nova Scotia, and it's snowing, and your sails are frozen shut.
Yep.
Know what I mean,
Sometimes they went really, really, really hard south too. So
yeah, around the
it
Cape.
was just as cold.
Well, and we know that it is cold on the high seas. It gets nighttime. There's no ground to absorb heat and release it at night. It gets freaking cold.
Yeah.
So I mean,
even in the Caribbean at night, I've been on a couple sailboats at night. If you're out at sea and the wind's whipping through, it's brisk. It's not cold, but it's brisk.
Yeah, it's good enough for a little petticoat.
Yeah.
Little petticoat. Fresh Pony becomes a member. That's
Where are we at?
46.
46. Jane Theory becomes. She gives a member.
I already counted
47.
these. We're 45
So we got 46
is what we are.
total.
No, we're at 45. I already counted these.
Who's dropping the big 55 gifted memberships before we end?
Jay will put
Gail
on his
for-
pirate hat. If
What?
I said Jay will put on his pirate hat.
Gail for $2 says, love the Pirates. Thank you so much. Look at that avatar.
Love it.
like that.
Demaj
Gail.
for 5. Hope you're doing well, bro. Good to see you, Wicked. Hi, panel and chat. Pirates unite and take on the world government.
Do it.
Yeah, that would be. They had a better code of democracy than some of the government that's run. Look, we just clipped over 200 people for some reason all of a sudden. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Did something end and people are looking for a live stream, right?
People love pirates.
We were like humming there like around 160, 170. So
We also haven't. That's pretty good. We haven't been streaming for a while, and it's on a different day.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
well, there's a 50 from Raider.
Welcome,
Holy crap,
brother.
dude. What are you doing?
Sorry.
He lost his voice.
Oh my gosh, we've got the Saskas in there.
He was just loading for a second there.
Everyone's like F&T's done and they're moving to Rumble. So that's why everyone's coming over here. We're not. We're almost done ourselves.
But we're all
play
going to be
CFP.
playing later, so
Yeah.
stick around.
When this stream is over, we will all 4 of us are going to be playing the new season of Sea of Thieves. And also before you guys go, the brand new pirate book that will be coming out very, very soon this year. The first merch edition was just dropped over on 9line Apparel. It's not going to last very long. What's that?
Play the video.
He really wants that played.
Which video?
The one I sent you. The one I made.
I don't have it. I don't have it
beautiful.
linked up yet. But it.
Stormy pilgrim filches and drink of the yo-ho. Maraud and embezzle and even hijack. Drink of the yo-ho. Yo-ho, yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
You got to come back in 2 weeks to see the new video.
Man, that
Hit
video's
it,
old
X-Wing.
news now. That video's old news.
No,
now.
man, you got it. Will you?
Hit it, X-Wing.
Listen,
You got another
X-Wing
one.
is 6 years old, man. He's like a kid for Christmas.
big
Like,
old
we've
child.
got months. We've got to pay.
No,
I'll
I'll
make more.
Hold on. X-Wing, we need another
No,
one.
man. You
another
need to
one.
make other things. You need swords. I need swords.
Yeah.
I want a
X-Wing,
sword.
we need another Raider call.
What the freak, Raider?
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Bro,
Raider.
What are you doing,
You
man?
animal. He's an animal.
Paul Taylor makes it 49. 46 plus Llama Pajama. Thank you, Paul. Llama
51.
Pajamas is another
51.
5. That's over 50. Yeah.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work. Welcome to the crew.
We need swords.
I'm going this weekend. Leave me alone.
In the pinned
Live
comment,
stream?
you will find the link to get the Vindicta merch that won't be available after 2 weeks. It's an exclusive. When we sell the merch, when we drop the books, it's going to be from a different company. So get the exclusive merch now before it's gone and sold out. Trust me, you're going to love it. There's even a hoodie with a beer, and I see it. Chew Buccaneer, he did it. Over 100 sold.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
You guys are
And play it again because everybody makes it 106.
Let's go.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Paul Taylor for 10 says, I renewed. You haven't been streaming for a while. You're correct, Paul, but we're back at it every other week. Even if it's just me and X-Wing, if the other crew can't make it for whatever reason, or if it's just me and Wicked, or maybe it's just Wicked and X-Wing, we're going to be doing this every other week. Kings is always late, so I don't know what he's going to do.
What are you talking about?
So
Always late.
yeah. So
Holy
that's where we're
cow,
at.
man.
I appreciate y'all's patience. Holy crap, people. Aaron, Chew Buccaneer with 50 gifted memberships with the best avatar. Raider
Welcome
dropping
to the
$100 separately, sort of. All in the matter of 3 minutes. And how many people in the chat bought a hat or a shirt? Please let us know. Like in the chat, I want to highlight you. Holy crap. The greatest chat on YouTube, but it's not even close. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Over on Facebook, people dropping stars. I don't know
You're
what's happening with Twitter.
Beautiful people. The best crew on the internet, without a doubt.
Jeez.
Now get to work.
How the freak? Like, if you look at the live chat, it's still saying so-and-so's been gifted. So-and-so's been
Still
gifted.
going, yeah.
So-and-so's been gifted. All right, where are we at? Let's see. Big Mike says, I haven't bought one yet. I got a hat and a beer hoodie. You're going to love the beer hoodies, man.
Dude, the beer hoodie was such a...
I have 2 of those
needed
from
that.
the Rebellion era. It's pretty crazy. 2 shirts and a hat. What the heck? 3 shirts. Gail said bought a shirt. Ordered my shirt. Can't buy anything till Tuesday. They'll be there. I bought mine this morning, but I got 2 hoodies, a long sleeve, and a short sleeve. Holy crap. That's crazy. You guys are amazing in
Next
like,
meetup.
over here. You're gonna love it. Trust
Everyone
me.
kid
You're gonna
out.
love it.
Vindicta's everywhere.
I got 2 shirts. 220 plus people here.
Let's
You
go.
want a hoodie with a parrot? Well,
It's not a bad idea.
do you have thongs available? Kings is working on that as we speak.
We actually
What the hell?
we did a couple test runs with a hoodie with a parrot, but every time I sent them to Jay, they were dead when they got there.
Yeah,
so.
it didn't make it.
Oh my
Yeah.
that's so
Nagranov says I wanted the beer hoodie, but I got the zip up. I have the zip up here.
I'm getting a beer hoodie.
I got the zip up because
You're gonna
I like
love it.
the
I have a
twin
beer
ones.
hoodie already. It's amazing. You could put I put my cell phone in there on it most of the time.
I would put snacks.
Yo, Jeremy, that dude fights on Twitter for all of us. I'll get mine next week. That's awesome, man.
That's the worst part is now we got to wait for him to ship. I don't want to wait.
Did I not say
you-
6-year-old on Christmas?
You already got a shirt. What about the rest of us? We have to wait.
I got a hat, tee, and a
Yeah.
regular hoodie.
Hey, I
Did
earned
you
this
get-
shirt.
Did you get a hat?
No, I didn't get a hat.
Long sleeve for the winter. Escapo. I want a bag of chips and
Escapo.
Coke.
That's how you
I'm
say
gonna
it
rock the
fancy
heck
way.
out of that Vindicta shirt.
Let's go.
Still trying to figure out how to gift memberships. You probably have to do it from your PC.
Yeah, if you're on your phone, it
But
doesn't.
you want to
really
know
let you do
something,
it.
Josh? We celebrate. That is your first super chat on the live stream.
Let's
You got a
go.
big
Shout
num-
out Josh McCullum.
You got a big number 1 next to your name. Freaking awesome.
Welcome
Freaking
to
awesome.
the crew.
Yeah, I put my phone in the beer hoodie.
It's actually a really good spot for it. It's like a little squirrel pouch. You put all kinds
Steven
of stuff
said
in
my kids are buying a zipper hoodie tonight. Oh, Steven, look at you, man.
Beautiful.
What
a crew.
I know, man. I know.
Big old balls gifted another membership. What? That's
Let's
a grand
go.
total of
107.
How many kings?
Oh, sorry, I was laughing. Yeah, 107.
We can see.
Get to work.
Show the beer hoodie. All right.
108 now.
That's the beer hoodie right here. You see, he's got like a bottle of beer. It's got a special little pouch in the front.
Little
Yeah, I
pouch
think
for
it's
you,
a
beer.
Yingling.
Whatever it is.
Or rum.
It looks great.
Rum.
Man, you guys are still going. Llama Pajamas gifted another. What is that, like 20 from you, brother?
Yama.
That's 10.
114 now.
114.
Plus 5.
Now 115.
The wrong button.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
The Jizz becomes a new member. Thank you. That's one. Holy crap.
Doug B.
You animal. Welcome to the crew.
Whoa.
$199.
You killed Jay.
Doug, where have you been, brother? We haven't seen you in a good minute, and you come in flaming hot like this.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
It's a proper 199.
Beautiful.
I
Wow.
gotta get more clips, man. I don't even know what to play. Like,
I'll get you some clips.
I can think of a clip
I
you
need
should
some
probably
pirate
play.
clips for this stream. You know,
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
he says I've missed y'all. Oh, thanks, man.
We missed you, brother.
Jen and Sil have read the pirate story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't know if they want to say if they liked it or not, but we don't want to hurt X-Wing's feelings. But
What is that supposed to mean?
We also got. Is that Michelle McCollum? Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, I believe that is Master McCollum's wife.
That is their very first super chat to the channel. Thank you for the $5.
Welcome to the McCollum family.
And Pat, another membership. What are y'all doing? I don't know what to play. This is insane. Wrong. That's the wrong thing. I don't know.
You
I
got
don't
the
have,
touch.
I don't have pirate stuff. This is insanity.
next time he'll have pirate stuff. I got it.
I'm just gonna. I don't know what you.
What more do you want from me?
That's.
He's panicking.
I am panicking.
They want the book.
Crap. Holy crap, guys.
Take a moment.
Have Wicked do her Megatron. Maybe later. Let's see. The last thing that we're gonna advertise. If you haven't done so, because X-Wing is I'm not shocked here because pull yourself together, champ. I'm trying, man, but people keep dropping. God dang it, Raider! What the freak? I gotta play the clip. Where is it? Wrong clip. God dang it.
Gosh.
Somebody fix this guy's mouse.
I just let it run. There's nothing else I could do.
Raider.
Jeez, man.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Raider just dropped another 50 like it. So Raider dropped 150. Doug
Freaking
drops
Raider.
200. Clyde drops a 2. Says, pull yourself together, champ. Do you guys know the story of champ?
I don't know, sport. Why don't you tell us?
Yeah. It's
what my
kind of,
dad
it's
called
kind of an
before he left.
insult. We got over 100 memberships, 100 souls for our Commodore.
Feels better now. It's all good.
Thank you, crew.
Jake says we need better clips. That's Wicked's problem.
I'm on it.
You got the touch.
150 from Raider. And There's Pat. And we got a couple first time.
follower.
I'm all over the place. All right, last thing you have to do. This is for people that people that definitely want the swords. So this is what happened. I was trying to get 9line to let people buy the shirts first that had but they couldn't figure out a way to put it on their site where everyone could see. So I was like, we're just going to just drop it. And they guarantee, they go, man, if you sell 10,000 shirts in a day, everyone will get one. So don't stress. But once, like, now that it's starting to progress, you know.
Raider.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
This man is so ridiculously generous. It cannot be described.
I don't even know what to play.
You did something huge for me today too for my channel. I'm not going to talk about it here, but Raider, you're an animal. You're a lovely human being, that's for sure. God bless you, lad.
Give some membership. Thank you. Chunk
115.
of Punk for $2 says Goonies never say die.
Wow.
I don't know what to say. I'm blown away by all your generosity. Anyway, if you sign up on Daughters,
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I never thought this would happen, Jay. We were like, man, let's do some pirates. Let's talk about some pirates and stuff.
I literally told everyone that 30 people might show up, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, let's just have fun.
And you guys just come, like, it gets me all like emotional. Lulu says,
They're fighting now. They've got to be fighting.
For 10, she wants me to play the Minnie My Sweetheart clip. Here you go.
Minnie, my sweetheart. Right there. There she is.
Hold up. Hey.
Oh, sorry. My bad. He waves.
That has nothing to do with pirates, but we play it anyway. And sweet Jesus, help us all.
Yeah, it's 100% a fight.
What have I done?
That's
that
pretty
Jeremy?
much.
What was that?
I don't have any clips, man. I don't know. Raiders, like, I win, I guess.
Raider.
Doug, you guys, all right, y'all can chill. That is way too much. What the heck? Dougie B, 250. Raider with 250 on this little pirate channel.
Benjamin Hornigold.
Hey, it's the name.
Yeah.
20 for gold. Like a true pirate.
I really like this stream. So informative and fun. It's really off the rails right now.
Yeah.
Clyde says, you know what? I'm just going to give 5 more memberships, which gives us a grand total of
120.
120 souls for our Commodore.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
I mean it. Get to work.
This whole thing.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Llama pajama again. How many is that?
125.
1.
Clip.
25. Where's the clip? I'm a little late.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Bro, what? What the freak are y'all doing?
Stop!
Stop!
Hey! Roll the clip!
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
It's a Jeremy stream? What are y'all doing?
Welcome to the
It's
crew.
175 souls.
Shoo!
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Fetch me their soul.
We're gonna need a bigger
Wow.
boat.
Wow.
Anything you guys would like to say?
Thank you, everyone.
Stick around. We're all going to go play Sea of Thieves.
We've got the best crew on the freaking internet
I'm
right here.
telling you.
Incredible. Two
Now-
retards had a dream.
Now go get a
to talk
hat,
about
please.
pirates. yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go
freaking
cry
blown
in my
away, man.
captain's
I don't know
cabin
what
for a
to
little
say. This is not normal. This is unbelievable.
We had a question in the chat. Oh, there it is. Every other week. There you go.
Doug B, Raider, all of you guys just giving all of you. I don't know what to say, but thank you. My goodness, man. Thank you so much. How many would you like to answer, Wicked?
Yeah, every other week. Are we sticking to Fridays for now?
Yeah.
Okay. 6 p.m. Eastern every other Friday.
And then a nice little gaming stream to cool you down after.
Yeah, we're all going live to play Sea of Thieves after this at
Whenever we get over there.
You got to hear about talking about pirates. Now we're going to act like pirates.
Yeah.
As long as Jay doesn't get a soft spot.
You're welcome, chat, says Doug B. Doug B, Raider, all of you. Chewbaccaneer gave 50 earlier. Llama
Incredible.
Pajama has been dropping 20. Clyde, everyone that gave a single one, it's just as important. I'm just blown away here, man. I don't get it. Jake for 2 says, we like pirates. So, thank you so much. Freaking Raider.
Raider. I think
ready.
I'm pissing Jay
I
off.
think
by,
this is the
No,
first
do
time
it.
I've
Do it.
seen-
Hooray!
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen Raider put chat or text in a super chat.
He does from time to time.
Would you like to read that? Wicked?
This is a much of pirate poo. I cannot gift with my current setup. Sad face at Doug B.
I told you it's
Talking
they're
to Doug
tight,
B.
man.
I think he meant bunch of pirate poo, but I decided I'd read it correctly.
Must have an Android.
And then Raider.
Okay.
I'm gonna text you, Raider. I'm gonna ban you. Like, this is too much, bro. It's too
I'm
much.
gonna ban.
Get him
Doug
out!
B for 10. Wait, this isn't Cobra Cast? Just kidding. You 4 are my favorite stream here or on Sea of Thieves.
Aw,
Let's
Doug.
go. Shout out, Doug B.
Appreciate it.
Was that your
Incredible
first time-
people.
Hey, was that your first time meeting Raider at MegaCon?
Me?
Yeah,
No, we hung out at SpaceCon.
at SpaceCon.
Extensively.
Yeah, all right. Doug B says, I got you, Raider. You're a legend. Look at that. They're just talking to each other like it's casual.
Just another
Oh!
Friday.
Lulu Blue.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Lulu, what are you doing?
Lulu.
Boo-doo.
And with that, the Commodore has received 225 souls.
I'm now officially a Commodore. I was a captain acting as a Commodore. Now I'm an actual Commodore.
Lulu.
Lulu Blue.
You want to know something? Lulu had a death in the family not too long ago, and I know she's been dealing with that, and so we just send our love and prayers to you, Lulu, and y'all. I messaged her in private, but she put. I can't believe, Lulu, you did not have to do that. Thank you so much. She gave on Facebook too. I can't highlight that, but it's
Holding it down for the crew.
It's there. So we have a total of how many gifted subs today?
225.
225.
Wow.
That's a lot of souls for my ship.
You know what?
I think everyone's glad that we're back.
My deck is still dirty.
Huh?
You know what the record is?
What?
275.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that sounds like you're.
No. 275 and 418 watching was the record of the pirate stream back in the day. So Lulu says she's slowly making her way back. Oh, good. Take as much time as you need. You know, we're not going anywhere. So, appreciate the love. Holy crap, 50.
I have something special for Lulu.
I see Cole Hauser's over there on Facebook. Everyone's saying hi. I don't know,
hey, what's up, Cole Hauser?
Jay's grifting for the record. Respect. Did we hit it?
And there's a tie.
We're tied.
Buccaneer!
Go for it.
Wait, hold on. How would I do this?
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Give me enough time to figure it out. Choo Buccaneer!
280.
You guys are way too
280.
generous.
We broke the record.
We have a new
300.
We have a new
300.
What the freak? They're just piling in. I can't keep up.
305.
Butter framed in gold.
What is
Llama
happening?
pajamas. Doug B with another 20. Hold on. I gotta write down the record now. What
It's
are we
time
at?
for me to go to bed.
305.
Lord have mercy.
How are you gonna handle 305 people on your crew?
Wow.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
I'll
You
tell you
guys
how. You
You
get a
guys
bigger boat.
freaking broke YouTube. What are y'all doing?
I'm going to delegate. Wicked. You'll take 303. I'll carry these two around. I'll make sure they're working.
I got it. I'll put them to
Alright.
work. It's fine.
Yeah, they haven't even come through yet.
Wow. Look at all this crew.
So is it 305 or 307?
My count's 305, and there's 310.
Sweet Jesus be with us.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
It's starting to feel like 3 a.m. in Michigan.
To all of you, Vindicta.
Vindicta! Yeah. Thank you so much. The membership button is now broken. I don't see it giving out to anyone.
No.
It'll probably catch up later.
Yeah.
The crew of the Daughter's Revenge broke the internet today.
You want to tell a little bit about the book while we're just
yeah, there was a really cool little clip that I made.
I don't even know. I'm like
It
writing
was
stuff down.
such a cool clip that I made. That would be a really awesome sneak peek for these guys to see.
Well, it's not uploaded to.
Not yet.
After
so
300, you know what I mean?
Give just talk.
Fine.
Come on, man.
For everyone interested. There's a really cool clip coming, by the way. But anyways, yes, we do have a graphic novel coming at the end of summer. It's in production right now. It's being drawn by the wonderful Eric Hodson. The script's already in. It's on its way. And you're going to be able to go on an insanely, fun adventure.
315.
I'll let you finish.
On an insanely fun adventure. I don't know if I should call it fun. It's a bit more serious than that. Of a man who was in the employ of the crown, who experiences something that is absolutely life-changing. Life-changing enough that he finds himself, whether he wants to be or not, in the employ of a pirate. So after hunting pirates, he has to make the difficult decision to become one in order to find out what happened to him. That's the best I can do without giving anything else away.
If you didn't get a gifty, it might be because you have a brand account on YouTube. You have to check. They don't give it to brand accounts. They give it to standalones. It's really weird. Hey, would you blow me at 5? Mountain Mutt says YouTube algorithm says, what the F is happening on this little channel? 200 people, it shouldn't be happening. What are you guys doing? Hot Fart Fernando for $5. I started reading Blue with my son. We're enjoying the book. Looking forward to reading Green with him.
Shout out Hot Fart.
I'm like all in my feels right now. Like it's a little like you guys have really did a number on me. We got another 5. I think we got that one. Llama pajamas. I think you've given 50 in 5 increments. So
that's incredible.
What's the grand total there? Seemingly
315. Excuse me.
315 for Captain Bond, Mr. Bond.
And to answer your question,
Just
Chad,
know who you
no,
are.
this
I'm
is
seeing if he was paying attention.
this is not an all ages book. This is going to be
That's adult.
brutal. It will be accurate in terms of what happened. We're not holding back. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. This one's not for Achromatic Chronicles is for kids. This one is not. So, Cole Hauser's like Hail the Fellowship. Yeah. All right.
Wow. We're supposed to be live 60 seconds ago.
That's okay. We'll take a 10-minute.
I think we could take
We'll
a
be
little
there in
breather.
a few minutes.
Any final words as we close out?
No, I'm glad to be back again every other week. Just like Jay said, if some people can't make it, we'll still keep it rolling. So every other week, be here 6 p.m.
More memberships than viewers. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, wild.
Where's your pirate hat? I'm rocking this one because we're selling the Vindicta hats only for a limited time. So if you want to get an awesome Vindicta hat that is part of the Daughter's Revenge series that's coming, that first book is coming out later this year. Grab it now with 9line before they're gone. This is a nice stitched hat.
Like
9-line hats are great. I usually get
every though. Some people don't like the snapback, but it is a and I got one and this was gamer made. Look at my hair. This was gamer made, so it doesn't have the button. So you can wear your headphones while you're playing it.
That makes a difference. Yeah.
So sometimes they have a button, when you put the headset on, it hurts.
It hurts. Yeah.
Doug says I love you all. I don't even know I don't even know what to say. I'm a little overwhelmed. Thank you guys for the love and support on this channel. I can't believe it. I seriously cannot believe the love and support.
Absolutely incredible.
So
I dreamed a dream.
X-Wing will be live on his channel. Sea of Thieves, King's Advisors will be live on his channel. Sea of Thieves, and so will Wicked Virtue. I will be as well, but go support them, man. Go support them. I might not even go live. I just want to sell some hats, but I'm literally blown away by the love because this type of generosity just doesn't happen to people on the internet. It really doesn't.
Beautiful thing.
The fact that we get to see it live is really
shout out to the crew.
It's really something,
It's genuinely one of the more fun things I do throughout my life. I've been looking forward to this for 3 weeks. Oh, really?
Now. Thank you, Lulu.
Where'd she leave a gift at?
I don't know. You send me a message?
Interesting. We miss these streams a lot. I will be going live on mine as well.
I found it. Lulu, 50 over on my Sea of Thieves stream.
Oh, look
sweetheart.
at that.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
Raider, Doug B, Lulu, Chewbaccaneer with 100. People that just gave 1, 5, Llama Pajamas, Clyde. I can't name them all. Some of y'all super chatted for the first time. And just people that are lurkers. Man, I love y'all. I'm going to end this stream. And people over that watched on Facebook, the people that watched on Twitter, man, we appreciate y'all. We will see you live in we were supposed to go live at 8, but we're going to do a 10 minutes. So 8:15. We'll do 8. Does that work for y'all? 15?
Yeah,
10 minutes?
10 minutes, yeah.
Great.
And we'll go from there. God bless you all. Seriously, I don't know what to say, but thank you. Thank you.